It's been so long since I've mained a character in a fighting game. Every fighting game I've played in the last last it's just been me and like my brother and my nephews where we just hit random every time.
It's hard for me to say. The last character I think I could say I mained in any sense was like Keelik in whatever Soul Calibur 3 or whatever.
I remember when I learned just enough Voldo to mess with people.
and that was when and at that point I knew like nothing about Soul Calibur, so I had nothing I could do. And it's just like, it's Voldo, I just leave.
Yeah.
I mean,
fear my pelvic thrust.
I mean, to be fair, that it was similar to my experience in the arcade with Voldo, where it'd be like, oh shit, it's Voldo. There's I got like a 25% chance to beat it this time.
It was like, the thing is like, with the arcade, I was like, oh cool, the Voldo fight. As long as it's not super late.
Yeah. When it gets really late, he's a real piece of shit.
But then it was like, if you're playing against somebody else and they choose Voldo, you're like, fuck!
Yeah.
You chose Voldo!
Yeah. Well, I remember one time...
I'm not prepared for this kinky shit that's about to happen.
Well, I remember one time in the arcade, I was playing Soul Calibur, and somebody came up and joined as player 2, and they picked. I remember they picked Keelik. I had no idea what any character. I was just fucking around with characters at this point, so I had no idea who anybody is. But they picked Keelik, and then they inputted a thing to be like transparent Keelik, so he looked like he was made of glass or whatever. I was like, fuck. He knows the codes for alternate costumes for his character. He turns to me like, but he's easy to combo. I'm like, if I do combos, perhaps. I know button. This does the punch. This is the limit of my knowledge, basically. Oh yeah.
Speaking of the limit of knowledge,
I didn't do as bad. I didn't do as bad as I expected, but I'm not sure how much the guy was just holding back.
just trying to teach you.
Well, I don't know if he was just trying to teach
Just
me.
like,
Or he was
just like try.
He's like, don't worry, I am just gonna use weak punch.
I don't know how much of it was him fucking around, but whatever.
I am only using hip thrusts.
But
Survival strategy with Voldo.
Mm-hmm.
That's really when you know you're in trouble, is when they put in the alternate costume for Voldo.
Yeah, at that point, just fuck. Just leave. Good game, guy.
Especially since they're also gross.
How does this one look even more like it's from BDSM?
Yeah.
Well, there's the one that's just a combination of straps and a codpiece.
I thought that was his default.
I mean, sometimes it is. His costume changes. It's just never good.
No, because...
Speaking of never good.
Because I played most Soul Edge. I mostly played like Soul Edge, so it's like that's just straps and a codpiece.
Oh yeah.
With a ball gag.
Yeah.
I've played them all, except for the latest one.
I mean, I dropped off, I think, about after 3. Maybe I might have played 4. I don't remember.
I remember playing 5, but not as nearly as much as I played the previous ones.
I remember the last one I played, they introduced a character who is actually remarkably similar to the character from Frosthaven. I think she was Hildy. Her whole thing was she had a spear with a banner on it, and she just did fun stuff with that.
Yeah, she was pretty cool.
No, yeah, she had a cool concept, cool design. Different from a lot of other characters.
Yeah.
I remember the one where I stopped playing was when they sort of did a time skip thing, and they sort of retired a bunch of the legacy characters, and had a lot of them like replaced with their successors or whatever.
Yeah, that's always kind of hit or miss whenever you do stuff like that.
Well, I mean, that wasn't what made me quit, but it didn't make me want to continue. if that makes sense. I mean, I was already in a situation where I was like, I mean, if there's another Soul Calibur game, I'm probably not gonna go into it. And then it's like okay, there's like a lot of the characters that I liked aren't really around anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure some of those new characters are fine, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's like there was a Street Fighter Alpha or whatever where they were like,
Alpha?
oh yeah, let's just take out
Is it
all
like
of
the third Street Fighter or whatever?
Well,
The street we all know the ridiculous Street Fighter naming scheme. So
yeah, it's whatever
Street Fighter Alpha.
I think it was
Turbo,
the third one or whatever.
Turbo Edition Deluxe Tournament.
Yeah, it's
edition.
whatever the it was like Street Fighter like 2.5 or something where they just like removed pretty much all of the old characters and put in an entire lineup of new characters, and no one liked it.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember which one that was. Because I mean, they've certainly come back and then be like, "Oh, here's the old characters," and the more recent ones.
Oh yeah, no. After that one, they immediately traded it out and went. No, it's not that one.
because I was doing other stuff while watching this, I didn't pause and make nearly as many notes, but I also watched it more recently than I usually do stuff.
Yeah.
I gotta say, some of these notes are very Andre campaign-esque notes.
I'm seeing you getting it. It's unfortunate I haven't had.
like, and you know what part that is.
Yeah, I know exactly. I know 100% what part that is. Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate that I haven't had that there hasn't been as many situations where my notes would come out like that.
Yeah.
A lot of my notes are just like we're here now. And this is so and so's name.
Yeah. What happened last time? Cliff Fort ghosts in negative armor and negative levels of armor. The end. A bad time was had by all.
A bad time was had by all. Mostly the ghosts, though, which is,
Which would have had a second turn to cast that before it all went.
No, it would have made a big difference if Kelly could have gotten. I think it was Kelly gotten Death Ward in like a turn earlier.
Yeah, that would help too. Anyway, speaking of warding off bad times, no.
and RPGs.
Yeah, this is a very version of RPG.
Yeah, and RPGs are in heavy quotes, just to.
Yeah, every syllable of those words.
Yeah, every individual letter, and then the syllables of their respective words.
Each individual stroke of each individual letter has its own quotation mark.
Yeah.
So
This is the white dwarf of quotes.
Yeah. 1 teaspoon of this quote contains 8,000 tons of irony.
So yeah.
Yeah, we're on season 2, episode 14. Knights to Dragon 1, which is also like, I thought maybe it's like some portion of that title would come in. No. It's such a ridiculous title.
It's a very good title for the board game-esque episode of Baywatch Nights. Because it's even nights as in, as in, the time of day.
Yeah. The Germans didn't fuck around nearly as much with the title in this. Mm-hmm. No, it's the game.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, German divergence from the title is usually a good sign. The further away it is usually the better.
So this one opens with they're already in the shit immediately.
Yeah, they don't, and yeah, just like the Germans, they don't fuck around.
Yeah.
With this plot.
Yeah.
They're already in the car on the way to the thing.
Yeah, it doesn't start with Hoff and Griff playing pickleball or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're in the car. It's Angie and this other chick. Hoff's driving them. This lady says that she's lost her sister and dad to this VR. It's a Tron situation. Everybody we know it's
extreme sports VR thing.
Yes.
Is basically what it's what it's sold as, but of course we all know it's a Tron situation.
Yeah,
right away.
Yeah, and also this Tron game is also part escape room. It goes city to city. It's on tour. Yeah. It's invitation only. It's
somebody. It's literally somebody made Tron into an escape room like a fucking psychopath.
Yeah.
Just fight master computer and maybe die.
Which is the plot of the episode. It should have just been called Hoff fights master computer and maybe dies. I mean, that sums it. We're done now.
Yeah.
No. Good for me.
No. You don't get off that easy.
So, evidently her
glass of scotch isn't going to finish itself.
So, evidently her dad is the ultimate thrill seeker. He kept wanting the more intense, extreme video game or something. It made no sense.
It's a little bit weird, but he's apparently a super adrenaline junkie, but also just a fucking computer nerd.
Yeah.
Simultaneously.
Yeah. He plays Doom on Hurt Me Playing.
Yeah, he definitely does. That's certain at this point.
So, they pull up to this place, and
standard Baywatch Nights warehouse location.
Yeah, pretty much everything takes place in this theme plant High Vista. Mm-hmm. So
might as well.
they're like, okay, you hysterical lady, stay in the car. We're gonna go check this out. And so they go in, and this is right here is where we already hit the ridiculous meter. Just spikes.
Yeah, and once again, not fucking around.
So they go in, and where to begin with this? So
that's the question. I'm relying on your notes here because there's a lot to digest.
The thing is, I remembered all of this, and I didn't need to remember I didn't need to write down the notes for this. So they walk in. There's these tiles on the ground. And Andy's like, oh, I recognize these tiles. They're from the games. They're just from games. It's all of games.
Yeah. Angie just has encyclopedic knowledge of games, sees these tiles and be like, these are game tiles.
These are no, it's not these are game tiles. It's these are tiles from the games. Just the games as a genre.
Well, yeah, it's
all
from,
game.
It's from Dungeon. I mean,
yeah.
And so
sometimes Dragon.
She's like, there's the Zodiac is one of them. She mentions it a couple times.
Yeah.
It's not Zodiac symbols. It's the Zodiac.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like to think that
it's a picture of Ted Cruz.
I like to think that some of the other things are and then that one is just all the Zodiac symbol just in an array.
And this is when she starts mentioning the origin of these kind of games. These kind of games being D&D and Myst. Yeah. So evidently either D&D or Myst or potentially both were invented when the Crusaders were coming back from the Second Crusade.
Yeah.
See, I mean, yeah, that's how it all works.
Yeah. Gary Gygax on his way
When
back
he
from the
returned from the Second Crusade.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what happens when you get all the blue pages.
Yeah. So
Is you go back in time with Gary Gygax to the Crusades, and you meet up, and you go into the little area with all the chalices, and you grab the one with the.
This is established knowledge. We all know this. No, it's so.
He didn't die. He just went back and was hanging out with the one night guy from
Yeah.
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Yeah, there isn't a word that emphasizes how large a net they're casting.
it's pretty ridiculous. Yeah. She establishes that evidently the Crusaders invented game mastering nebulously.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she says that when they returned from the Crusades, they got bored, and then they would just pick one of them to be like, "You're the game master. You make up the games and the challenges." And that was it.
Yeah.
And I could see there being some element of truth to this, perhaps somehow. I could see that being possible, that they come up with some dumb game. I don't know why they would. They got fucking work to do. But I could see them coming up with some dumb storytelling game. I think that's possible. That's all the credence I will lend to this.
I mean, there is historical precedent for like stating that tabletop games came from when you're in strategies, doing strategy and working out maps that you're showing, cavalry going here, blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
But
well,
like,
and also if it's Crusaders too, they also have the added element of storytelling.
yeah.
Of wanting to tell stories and stuff.
But even then, like, it was like a big novel thing for the storytelling to actually come into it in like the 70s.
This is my theory, right? The Crusaders go there. They end up with all these math books from the from all the math-heavy Muslim culture, and they have to figure out how to apply violence to these math books.
Right.
And they invent Dungeons and Dragons.
Kind of the reverse of how it generally happened.
Yeah, they're like, we have to turn this algebra to THACO. So anyway.
Where in reality it was like, we have this little war game thing. What if we just took our war game and was like threw the Hobbit in there and just forced THACO down his throat?
Yeah. I mean, as you can tell already in this episode, the people involved have never played a game that is not a sport.
Yeah, Hoff
they'd be mystified by fucking Monopoly.
Hoff shows up and he's like, I thought you said a game. I thought there'd be like a field.
He's like, where's the soccer ball?
Yeah, where am I supposed to dunk?
Yeah, it's almost baffling that these people haven't played like even the simplest of board games apparently.
So then come there's like the disembodied voice.
We even fucking Pac-Man.
The disembodied voice shows up. That's what it says.
Yes, it says waka 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 waka. No, the disembodied voice says, and this is its phrase, by the way. This is its catchphrase. What say you?
Yeah,
that's all it says. It just says that like 4 times, and and Hoff gets real mad about it.
Yeah, he does.
He gets super angry about it.
Basically, it's for like a minute. It's the voice saying that, and Hoff yelling back at it, "Show yourself!"
Yeah.
And it's just that over and over again.
Yeah. And I guarantee that someone somewhere involved in the creation of this episode, like, heard something like that in relation to a Dungeons and Dragons thing, and they're like, "Oh, that's just what they say. That's just the words that they use for like anything, just out of nowhere with no context or nothing." because again, like nothing has happened. They've walked into a weirdly ornate room with just tiles on the floor that Angie recognizes as
The
games.
Zodiac. Yeah. These are from the games.
Yeah. There's such a leap in everything here.
So then the D20 of danger shows up.
Yeah.
It tumbles into view.
It even has its own D20 camera, by the way.
Yeah.
It follows right.
They were ahead of their time.
It follows like right behind it as it rolls at Angie and Huff.
Yeah.
Oh, so it isn't above it.
No. No. So then it rolls to them, and then like Angie like picks it up, and she's like, "We playing," and then she's like rolls it.
What? Well,
because then it goes, "What say you?" And then she says like, "We play."
Yeah. Well, there's also the bit where Hoffer's like, "So we know how to play the game." I think that's a little bit. A little bit before that, where again. All they've seen is just these tiles on the floor, and Angie's like, "Okay, I recognize these."
Yeah,
and he's like, "We know how to play it. We know all the rules now."
Oh, so he's Gilly.
They very Gilly this thing.
Yeah, it's pretty.
They Gilly this thing pretty hard.
Didn't think about that, but no, that's pretty accurate. Yeah.
So then they roll the D20 of danger. They get a 9. So this is the part where it immediately goes off the rails even farther.
Yeah.
Because then the tiles, evidently. It's a roll to move with a D20 on the tiles, which are a flowchart.
The tiles are a flowchart. There definitely isn't 20 in a row, by the way. So
no.
If you roll 20, you're fucked. You just fall off the edge of the world and die.
It's how you navigate the menu of this game, by the way.
This is and also how you navigate the menu with it's a combination of the dice roll and hopscotch. Because again, these people have no idea what a board game is,
or a game of any kind,
or any game that isn't a sport, or any game that isn't a sport, or like a childhood playground.
The only game they know is handball.
Yeah.
And hopscotch. I think those are the only 2 games that have shown up in the series.
That's probably the only that is. Wasn't there? I mean, they've seen
jet ski racing,
especially jet ski racing to the death. They've shown people. They've shown people playing
a lot more alcohol for this.
You might. They've shown people playing basketball, so they're aware of basketball, even though they haven't had any of the characters do it.
Is rollerblade robbery a sport?
Yeah, that was a thing.
But didn't they already do that with Bad Blade?
Yeah,
that's what we're talking about.
We're recounting their
I thought
experience of game in general.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you.
We're trying.
I thought you were going over what is happening in this scenario.
No.
Like I know how to do this.
We're questioning their knowledge of game in the general sense.
Yeah,
because again, they apparently have no idea what a game is.
So they go down the hopscotch roll to move menu system.
Yeah.
So they're like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you choose your difficulty, and then they choose to do 5, 6, 7.
Of course, they choose expert because this guy was hardcore.
Yeah,
he wasn't a pussy.
Yeah,
he didn't play on
practice.
Practice one of the baby modes and whatever.
So they go through that, and then like when they hit the 9th square, then it goes all flashy, crazy camera. You see the guy who is the who's playing the DM in this, who
for a little bit.
Yeah, you only see him for a minute, but he's got one of those faces.
Yeah,
he's one of those dudes.
He's a those guy.
Yeah,
that guy.
And the thing is like they after the credits, some minutes later, after the opening credits. He's the first one that pops up. It's Vincent Schiavelli. He's a guy who, even in the roles that he's in, you're like, I don't remember. But you look at him, he's like, he's that dude. I remember that guy.
Yeah, no.
He's been in like a bunch of just shows and shit. Yeah. He's in an episode of Mantis. Like,
Yeah, of course he's in an episode of Mantis.
I definitely don't know it, but I believe it
Yeah, I was
because he's that guy.
He is.
He's just around.
Yeah, you just look him up. You're like, oh yeah, it's that dude. Yeah, totally.
He
plays background character number 12.
he's Hollywood's own personal sleep paralysis demon. He just appears at night.
Yeah, he's that dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's that
see?
dude.
Exactly.
Yeah. You're like, he's been in stuff. What stuff? The stuff.
Ghost. He was
in Ghost, yeah.
He was
See, I don't remember these things because his presence is erased from my mind as soon as he's not on the screen. But anyway, so yeah, weird, flashy transition thing. And when I say flashy, I mean like literal strobe lights in your face, basically. It's not sophisticated.
No, it's definitely. They were definitely trying to make people have seizures. It's also flashing different images of that guy, of
locations.
Yeah, of the dungeons they're gonna have to go through in this scenario. So then they land in like this tunnel, and they're like, "All right, I guess we go this way." And then they like go forward, and I didn't look up when entrapment came out, but it's way after this, I'm pretty sure. But there's like 5 lasers. It's kind of shining around. They get to there.
Well, before that, they also established that they're already like in the VR thing.
Yeah. They're like, this is like Hoff's like, aren't you supposed to have like a headset or something? And she's like, evidently not. And he's like, this is way more advanced than like holograms. So look, you can touch it and shit. And
yeah, because they were just in Baywatch Nights Warehouse number 5.
Yeah, which is also a holodeck.
Which is, yeah.
With the guy from Ghost.
Apparently. But yeah, immediately they run into the hallway with lasers.
Yeah. So it's got like the lasers kind of bopping around. They're like, Angie's like, lasers mean electricity.
A weird statement, but I suppose technically accurate.
Yeah, but not in the sense that you think it means. It means that if the laser shines on you, you get electrocuted.
That's also true. I'm not sure which way she means it. It's really not clear.
Yeah.
But
she like
could mean either one.
She picks up a rock and like tosses it in laser, big spark.
And it zaps and
just like just like the entrepreneur getting shot by phasers.
Yep.
So they're like, well, I don't want to deal with these electro lasers. Let's turn around. Turn around.
Frightener's Wall.
Yeah, Frightener's Wall, just there.
Because they know how to do that effect now. So they shove it in. Like
they've already had that latex wall once, so they're like, we gotta use it again.
Yeah, we gotta shove this in wherever we can.
And so they turn around. They're like, the wall's alive. They just turn around.
And so they have to Catherine Zeta-Jones the way through the lasers.
Yeah.
Just not well. Like the camera angle is like super shitty, so it kind of looks like they're just going like and ducking under like 2 lasers.
What's also great is like there's at least 4 times where the lasers definitely at least would have hit them.
Oh yeah.
It's just like just keep it out of frame. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
They're like Angie's like and it goes like
they also while they're doing it they do this sort of fade transition between the two, so you also can't really tell what the lasers are doing, where they are in space. And just like it's the shittiest version of the Catherine Zeta-Jones thing.
Yeah. At least Hoff does the little arch with his butt.
Yeah, at least that.
No, he doesn't.
No, unfortunately.
So then, this is the part that's hilarious to me, was they find the tools. Because they got past the lasers.
Right, yeah. Of course they knock over something on the way out, so that just so it gets zapped, so ooh, spooky. But yes. After that they find a bunch of shit at the end of the hallway.
So what's funny about this is they find a key, 3 coins, and a flashlight. And now what's funny about this to me is in the Kingkiller Chronicles by Patrick Rothfuss, there's like the legend in that is Taborlin the Great. And he has 3 tools that are his important tools. his key, his coin, and his candle. And I'm like, did Rothfuss get this from Baywatch Nights?
And no, Roth. It just haunted him. He had to incorporate the.
It upsets me how good of a chance it is possible.
And it's a good thing to lift. No one's gonna get you on it.
Exactly. It's such a deep cut.
What you didn't know is that wizard looks like the game master.
It's such a deep cut that nobody will ever call him on it.
Yeah.
Could call him on it.
Yeah.
Or would call him on it.
I'm calling him on it. I think Rothfuss watched Baywatch Nights.
It's like the one thing that stuck with him. This one episode.
This would be the episode.
It probably would be. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what pisses me off. Is how fucking reasonable that is. And he absolutely seems like the sort of person who would do that just because. Just be like, I'll make a secret Baywatch Nights reference in my books that people love.
And then I'll never finish the book. You know how many seasons of Baywatch Nights there are? 2. You know how many King Killer Chronicles books there are? 2. What we need is Baywatch Nights Season 3 before he'll finish the series.
No. He's just not finishing it until someone figures out that they watched.
That's what he's like. Oh, it's been finished for like years now.
He just wakes up in the middle of the night going, why hasn't anybody figured it out?
Yeah.
He made a vow long ago that unless somebody would discover his secret. But no.
And nobody still won't know because
No, it's still not going to happen.
No. Word's never going to get to him.
No. He'd be like, fuck you, restraining order.
Yeah. So Hoffman's Tavern in the Grate. They also find a dead body.
Yeah. Shortly after this, they find a dead body.
Yeah.
I should know that the dead body is in like a motocross outfit.
Yeah.
Apparently, they just love killing people in motocross outfits. By the way, that's a trend I've noticed.
Yeah. It's like it's basically like the Tron outfit, but without the glow effects. Where it's got the spandex.
Well, that's why it's spandex. It's one size fits all. They can just throw it somewhere. It's probably the same fucking outfit.
No. But yeah. And so, again, Hoff freaks out a bit because like, no, that's a real dead body.
Yeah.
You're saying everything's an illusion, but that's a real dead body.
Yeah. And then it's got a bolt in him. And we can tell it's bolt because in the flashes they also showed a crossbow during the flash sequence. We saw that before.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why I wrote that before that Angie's identified it as a bolt later when they shot the arrows at him.
Well, also when it goes into the one in the wall or whatever.
That's later.
Is that later?
Yeah, it's after that's after we hit because we just hit the credits now because that was the cold open at 13 minutes of a cold open.
That was the goddamn
I forgot it was the cold open.
It does it every time. It always gets you. And see, here's how bad it is. It gets Marty, and he's not even watching it.
I know. 13 minutes and 15 seconds into a 42-minute episode.
It wasn't even that. It was more like just...
Like the fact
I'm
that
like thinking we're getting about halfway through the episode.
The fact that you're way past any point in the story at which you expect it to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, we've gotten off on some tangents.
We've gone off tangents, but again, this episode is dense in being able to be picked apart.
It
So
really
this
is.
is like this is just fodder for us.
It really is.
Yeah. It's as I said on the way over. This is the elves jumping over a shield wall of episodes. Baywatch Nights.
So we get from the dungeon level to the forest level, and so the forest level. Oh boy, this is great. So they get like there's like a lady who's what was the female show that was on like Beastmaster?
Oh, I don't remember its name. But it was just Beastmaster, but female.
Yeah.
That was I don't remember.
My brain just wants to call it She-Ra, but it's not She-Ra.
It was
I know it's not She-Ra.
It is definitely not She-Ra.
Yeah.
This I know.
Yeah. Anyway, she's basically wearing that costume.
Yeah, it's true.
But she has a crossbow, and she shoots it at them. Right, it like sticks into a rock, and she's like, "This is a crossbow bolt from a medieval crossbow. It's definitely not a medieval crossbow. It's got a brand on the crossbar.
Yeah, like Bartlett or something like that.
It's got like a laser sight on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, here, you know how we mentioned Angie usually just is reading from the monster manual. She's reading from the wrong monster manual in this episode.
She's just making stuff up in this one. This is how you know she's making stuff up. She's like, oh, this is the crossbow is wielded by the deadliest member of a group called the Assassins, named the Archer.
Yeah. The shittiest fucking names for characters that they could come up with in apparently these shitty games that.
Yeah, in all games.
Yes, that's right. I'm sorry. The all games.
You know, the group called the Assassins that had the Archer and missed.
Oh, did they? Did they?
As played by the Crusaders.
Did they? Has it also gotten to the point where Angie explains where like how these work, that you just play until you lose? I think that happens.
Yeah,
I think that's right before the body, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's already said like Hoff's already tried to how do these games work? What's the point?
Yeah.
How do you score the basketballs? So Angie says, well, like the point is just to survive. You just play through the game, and you have different, and you just progress through the levels, and you just see how long you survive, and then that's your high score. It's that sort of thing. So you just go until you die. That's how she's established that at least the games that she played.
Yeah. The games of all games.
The games that are all games. The one and all.
Yes. And so, at this point, I just wrote that she's just making this stuff up, right?
I mean, I hope so. I really hope so, because again, she's reading from the wrong monster manual. She's like, none of this makes sense. But she's reading from like the Vampire Masquerade monster manual or whatever.
So Angie explains that in order to defeat the member of the Assassins named the Archer, you have to find a defensive weapon. And so they see like a shield is over there, like, spotlight.
Yeah. Because you just can't get past the Archer.
Yeah.
Who she said? Who I should point out? She definitely says it's a he, and it's definitely not a he.
No, it's definitely a chick in a bikini with like squirrel fur taped to it.
Mm-hmm.
And what's great is she's like, "Oh no, it's fucking the best shot in the world. This is the shittiest shooting."
Yeah, and doesn't land a single shot.
No. So like. So Hoff's like, all right, you distract her with the flashlight, and the way I thought she would distract her with the flashlight is not the way she distracted her with the flashlight.
Same here.
You'd think, oh, you shine the light somewhere else, and then she gets distracted, looks at that, shoots over there. No, Angie takes the flashlight,
try and shine it in her face.
Yeah.
Something either shine it in the face, but I don't know, shining it on the ground. It's like a dog, like a little laser.
Well, she's like looking for movement, and it's dark out.
Oh,
so.
okay.
Yeah. It's dark forest. They're like hiding behind a rock, and so you.
These are from the Crusading days, anyway.
Yeah. And so
I've never seen a flashlight.
So you could like do a fake out with the.
Unless Gary Gygax. No.
You could do a fake out with the flashlight and be like, I'm coming around this corner, but no, just the flashlight.
Yeah.
No.
But no, Angie just puts it against the rock, and then just turns it on. Like, yeah, look, there's a flashlight over here.
Yeah. And she proceeds to miss the flashlight.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah, just hits next to it and freaks Angie out.
Yeah.
While that's going on, Hoff goes over to grab a shield. And then a ninja pops out.
Yeah.
A ninja and a goblin.
Yeah. And this is where I was like, is this like the MCU of shitty syndication shows? I don't know what these assholes are from, but they feel like they're from something.
They really do. Yeah, like almost basically a literal goblin pops out. He
doesn't do anything though.
He doesn't.
He goes like, Rah!
He just sort of dances around Hoff for a bit and then tumbles away.
He does some Dark Souls rolls.
Yeah, he does that, and then a dude with like kabuki makeup comes out with like a saber, and that's what happens. And he fights with Hoff for a bit before he gets shot in the back by an arrow from the archer. The only thing she hits.
Yeah. It's Kabuki Man too.
Yeah. And so then Hoff grabs
the Goblinator, never seen or heard from again.
Yeah, no, he's done. He did his thing. He pieced out.
Yeah. It was like...
To be fair, if I was the Goblin in that situation, I'd probably do the same thing.
I mean, I agree. It seems like the wise thing to do. But he's also just, Digital Goblin. He doesn't give a shit.
Digital Goblin sounds like a DJ name.
Not a bad band name.
I think Digital Goblin opened for Deadmau5.
Yeah.
So
Sounds pretty industrial.
Yeah, no.
So Hoff uses the shield exactly like you would use a shield in this situation, and goes up and then gets to her.
Also, I should also need to point out when she shoots. When the arrows hit the shield, there's lots of sparks.
Yeah, there's
because
sparks
they figure out how to do that too. As soon as they figure out a special effect, they just were like, I got to use it and everything.
Yeah,
they figured out how to do the sparks thing because remember they did it with the Vikings before, and they figured out how to do the Frighteners wall. So they do that. They do that wherever they can. So they're just doing that.
It also feels like they got like a guy who interned at Next Generation and figured out some of their special effects stuff and was like...
Maybe.
Maybe it was one of the guys that got fired from season 1.
Could be.
Yeah. They hired...
They're like, I know how to make a spike mace with a little bird beaky on it. You just put your hand in it and then you run across the jungle gym.
So...
I mean, it makes sense to me. How did they do that?
So, yeah. So Hoff blocks a couple of spark arrows. Mm-hmm. And then, gets to her. And she's like, you win the prize. And he's like, what's the prize? And she's like, me. And then they start making out.
Yeah. That's how it goes.
Yeah. And then, of course, she's reaches back to grab the knife in the back of her bikini. And Andy's like, he's got a knife. And he does a little block and just shoves her off the ledge.
He shoves her off the jungle gym that they're currently standing on. And then dead.
Yeah. Just dies of embarrassment from kissing Hoff.
Mm-hmm.
And so then the guy from Ghost shows up. And he's like, you won. You get to level up a skill point. And then Andy's like, shit, that's the worst thing in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what? And she's like,
I was like, I literally have no idea what any of those words
I don't know. Yeah, you're just saying gobbledygook at this point. And Andrew's like, I agree, but I'm making stuff up too. So
I was like, tell me where I put the golf ball.
So instead
of how it's just a different ball every time.
I mean, you figured out the joke. Congratulations. But yeah. Anyway, so again, I think Hoff just gets pissed off at this point.
Well, nothing makes sense. I got a little pissed off.
Maybe that was what it is. Maybe I got pissed off at this point. Because they're trying to be diplomatic.
They're just saying words, but they don't mean anything. Mm-hmm. They don't mean what you think they should mean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, yeah, when the DM tells them they can level up a skill point, Andy's like, the game just got harder. That's all it means to her. And then I was like, what? And she's like, yeah. You start out and you fight a dog. And then when you beat the dog, you fight a bear. And then when you fight a bear, you beat the lion.
What?
Yeah, exactly. That's the order. Dog, bear, lion.
Oh no! Now we're getting into gazelles again.
Well, yeah. It's obvious what she's saying is that the skill level of the game has gone up a bit. So it's just level progression in again like Pac-Man or whatever. Mm-hmm. So it just gets harder and faster until eventually you lose.
So they don't really answer.
Yeah, they basically just don't answer.
Yeah. They war games it. And now there's like, so then there's like a swamp situation, and they have to cross the swamp, and the swamp's got like zombies or something.
Zombie-ish things in it.
They-
They immediately spoil that there's zombies in the water,
Yeah,
but Hoff and Angie just don't notice.
and then Hoff, again, one of the more insane things that Hoff has ever done. Like they're like, he's like, He looks at it, he like steps in it, and he puts his fingers in and tastes the swamp juice. He's like, it tastes like water. So why would you do that? It's like,
Tastes like zombie.
he didn't like smell it or anything. He just let him lick the swamp juice.
He needed to power up his water power. He had to ingest it.
So then they're like kind of crossing. There's like some planks, like
It's like the shittiest dock you've ever seen, basically.
yeah. It's like every shitty level in a Dark Souls game that's in the swamp.
Also that.
So you have to cross the little path, and then they get to a point, and then like Andy's like, "Look," and then they're like one of the fucking zombie
things.
Yeah, half the time it looked like it was supposed to be an orc, half the time it looked like it was supposed to be a zombie. I don't know what.
I
it
got
was.
zombie from it, but
Yeah, mostly zombie, but sometimes it looked a little orky.
No, I mean you're not wrong. It wasn't a good zombie.
No, it wasn't. Let's call them Temple Guardians.
Temple Guardian, sure.
Because that's pretty much what they were doing. They didn't actually do it. They just,
They just sort of groped Angie's ankles.
Yeah.
And then she passed him a pendant and they went away.
Yeah. And then she built the monkey wrong.
Fucking monkey. Nobody ever gets it fucking right. Why?
So
It's only 3 pieces.
So here's the great part is like, okay, they turn around, the plank's gone. Now they're just like standing in like this one little like a rock that's there.
Basically.
Yeah. And so like Angie like climbs up, like Hoff like picks her up.
He just puts her on his shoulder.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only reason why they did this was so that they could frame Hoff's face and Andy's butt in the same shot.
Presumably, that's the best reason I can think of, because nothing else makes sense.
Oh. And then Angie kind of tells him which way to go. It's like, it's a leap of faith. You have to just... And Hoff's like, take a step forward.
Do you remember Indiana Jones? It's that.
And he's like, okay, this way. She's like, no, not that way. No, turn. Okay, yeah, that way.
Again, just
Yeah.
pulling it out of her ass.
Yeah.
Which is impressive because it's right in front. It was right in front of the camera. We can't see it.
Yeah. And then he just like takes like a step forward, and then, boop. Yep.
Once again, flashy transition.
Yep. And now they're in like, they're in the warehouse. We know they're in the warehouse.
Yes. Once again, they're in a dungeon-esque level.
Yeah.
Warehouse.
Yeah. It's like in Star Trek. There's like the Star Trek cave and Anybody Canyon, and it's like here. It's just there's the everything is themed like Lionist.
Yeah. Yeah. This place is definitely connected to the place where a vampire chased people to a police station.
Yeah. There's also been a voodoo cult here.
Yeah, definitely been a voodoo cult in here. Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah. So there's this like old spinster who's trying to sell. She says golden mail for the damsel, but it's just a necklace.
Yeah, she's apparently like it gives the impression that she's like she's spinning gold from hair, sort of thing. Rumpelstiltskin bullshit, and she just had a bunch of like gold chains in her hand.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's like, hey, gold. Buy my golden mail. Buy my armor made out of gold. That seems like a good idea.
Yeah, and Hoff like got the coin, and he's like, nah, no, fuck that shit.
He thinks better of it.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
It's both weak and heavy.
And so then they get to another area of Angie's just bullshit running rampant in this episode. There's 3 doors.
Well, after and of course when they pass the spinster, turns out it was the dungeon master all along.
Yeah, it was the dungeon master all along. And the wheel was secretly a pottery wheel.
Yep.
And Patrick Swayze. Yeah, then it gets really weird because what is it? The dungeon master takes off his shirt and Patrick Swayze runs behind him, and they just molest Clay. But no, 3 doors.
Yeah. So And she's like, yeah, this is the way this works. It's door 1, just you always die if you go to door 1. Door 1's right out.
Yeah. Door 1 is death.
She's like,
What was door 2?
I can't remember the bullshit with door 2.
I remember door 3 was it could be
Yeah,
anything.
it could be anything.
Yeah.
She was just clear. It was all bullshit. I should have wrote the thing down. And so then they decide they're gonna go to door 3. I remember door 2 had like the
pedestal.
the pedestal that you could buy for a coin
Yeah, you could.
or something.
You could
stick a coin in there.
There's a coin slot. That's all I remember.
Yeah, and there was a frog in a barrel. So they're like, all right, door 3 then? Sure, could be anything. So they go into door 3, and they try to open the door 3, but it's got a keyhole. And so I was like, I fucking got a key.
Mm-hmm.
And then, first when he sees the coin slot on the pedestal, gotta mention the coin slot on the pedestal.
He thinks about putting the coin in that, but he's like,
He goes,
too obvious.
yeah, too obvious, and putting this coin in.
Be real stingy with money.
Yeah. So then they get this. So then, in the keyhole, I was like, I got this fucking key. And he's like, remember, you can only use each item once.
God damn it. I fucking muted it, too. Alright, whatever.
You can only use each item once. And so they stick the key in, open it up, and they find the sister, like, hanging over, it's a vat of dry ice. We know what it is.
It's a vat of dry ice, but it's definitely going to turn into the Joker if she falls into it.
Yeah. Or possibly Harley Quinn, we don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess. Yeah.
Animated series came out in 92.
It's only dry ice. So maybe enough Joker, just Harley Quinn. But anyway, yeah, she's being held over this vat of dry Joker ice. And she's freaking out because she doesn't want to get all green hair and shit.
Yeah. Or possibly die.
Or possibly die. So, it's standard, help me, save me, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. I don't want to die like my dad did.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I'm
Gonna buy rope from that spinster lady.
yeah.
So he runs back. And he's like, pulls out a coin. He's like, I'll buy your rope. I'll buy your rope. And then it's bones. It's just bones, and it's not a spinster lady or the dungeon master. Now it's bones.
Yeah. But, because Hoff, touched her with the coin, he's like, and just drops it and backs up.
He does drop it, doesn't he?
Yeah. It's a key point.
Yeah. Which is dumb, by the way.
It is dumb. It was really dumb. I was like, why'd he drop it? Mm-hmm. Dead now. You just pick it back up.
Yeah, also that. But there is rope there, so he picks up rope and goes back.
Yeah. So,
maybe he's like, I don't want to steal, though. It's still a legitimate store.
So, he gets the
It's
rope.
the honor system thing.
Yeah.
Alright, that's another thing I come back. So, gets the rope, and then his plan is, I thought he was just gonna, toss, get the rope and just pull her over. But, no, he, hooks the rope, he, does the bullshit thing in all the TVs and shows where he just, rope around the thing and it just secures itself perfectly.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it does that, and then he just fucking swings.
He's a seal, remember? Come on.
Yeah. So, and then he just does basically he just swings, and then she's hanging from something. He swings there, just grabs her, then swings back, and then she's free. I don't know how that worked. He just grabbed her, gotcha, bitch.
No.
Swings back.
And the thing she's hanging from is apparently lowering her slowly, but also very willing to. There's a lot of slack, so he can just he just pull her to the side, no problem.
Well, once he grabbed her, there was nothing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Because he just
pulls her right off of it.
Yeah, he just grabbed her and then swings back.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's almost like there was an error in continuity in this show. Very rare for this type of cinema.
It's almost like they just didn't give a shit.
Yeah. So it's Doodles, swingy swangy.
Yeah, she's fine.
Yeah. This is where we get the line that this game it's a CD-ROM and VR combined to the nth degree.
Yeah, Angie says that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's like the second time they mentioned like CD-ROMs.
Yeah.
So again, they don't know what that is either.
So this is great. So they establish they're like kind of exploring. They're like, oh, the flashlight's like running out of battery, and then one of the I had to look up the name because I'm a person who has to do that. But it's Aretiarius pops out, which is one of the gladiators with the trident and the.
Oh,
and
that's
yeah. I was like, God damn it! I gotta look him up. I know it's not a Murmelo, but that's the first thing that pops in my head. No.
No.
Oh.
I understand.
Yeah. So, and then immediately, I'm like, this has to be some kind of symbolism that this is what Hoff has to fight. He's fighting the gladiator that's modeled after a fisherman. Hoff is a merman. This is what they're telling us.
I mean, sure, why not?
It's like, that's why
I'll go with it.
Yeah, that's why he gets powered up in the water. That's why he has to find his inner water.
Mm-hmm.
Does
He's
that
a
make him
merman.
Myrmidon?
So Hoff fighting this, and what's great is this dude has got the weighted net. He's relying on the weighted net. He doesn't know how to use a weighted net. He's basically just slapping Hoff with the weights.
Yeah, pretty much.
And not very hard either.
No, not even like to sting or nothing.
No. One time he gets him a little bit on the head with the net for a minute.
Yeah.
And then Hoff steals the trident and murders him with it.
Yeah, that's pretty much how you go. Just bam, trident in the neck.
Yeah.
Just
And
kinda
then just picks up his head. And so he had most of the gladiator get up, but his head had like a black scarf basically just wrapped all around
A
it.
black scarf, and he has like green flashlight eyes.
Yeah. And so then Hoff just picks up his head.
Also, his head makes lightsaber noises when it comes off his neck.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And then Hoff picks up his head and is like, we got headlights now.
Yeah.
And just
We don't
fucking
need
walks
it.
around like God of War 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Yeah. We all know what it was. And they stole that from this too. This is the most influential episode of Baywatch Nights. So then they get to the dungeon master.
Yeah, he's just like at the bottom of this ramp,
Yeah.
just hanging out on a chair.
Yeah. And so I don't know if it was supposed to be this way or if it was just a weird. I think it was actually supposed to be this way in the episode.
Oh, we totally missed something.
Huh.
We missed the second time they rolled a d20.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and they did the "What say you" thing again because that's
Yeah.
all they know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a while ago. that was like way back before, like around the Archer and stuff. But anyway, not super important. But,
Yeah, no,
but
nothing of consequence came from
nothing
it.
of consequence. But it was just it brought about the "What say you" thing again, and Hoff getting really angry about it.
Yeah.
And I just found that amusing. But anyway, not important.
Yeah.
Just personally
So
amusing.
I think it was supposed to be actually in the episode, but again, it could have just been some weird shit with YouTube where his face was all.
No, that seemed like it was
Yeah, it seemed like it was an intentional thing.
Yeah,
Whereas the DM's face thing is all.
glitchy
Yeah.
to be to.
Yeah, there's some weird artifacts going on with it. It looked like you were trying to stream something like way back in the day online.
Yeah, something like that.
And so he's like, it's like, each of you can leave for a gold coin each. And I was like, that's no fair. You know, we only got 2 gold coins left.
Oh, we did skip one thing. Is the girl? She explained a bit about like what happened to her dad.
Yeah.
That what is it? That her dad like apparently beat the game and he was super happy about it, but it was just another trap, and then he just ended up trapped in a box or whatever. I don't know if we ever actually see.
No.
We don't actually ever see what happened to him.
No.
Happens to him exactly.
She just says it was a trap.
He just says, it was a trap, and so he's like, so it's already established that whatever they do is basically just it's a Saw situation, kind of. And also the girl is 100% convinced her dad is dead.
Yeah.
Also that.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to them being trading freedom for a coin.
Yeah. And I was like, that's bullshit. We only had 2 coins left. And he's like, fucking freedom for a coin. That's the deal.
There's 3 of you. One of you has to choose.
And then he's like, you just gotta cross the line. And I'm like, what line? And he's like, fucking shoots a little finger laser of fire.
Yeah, it's a tiny little line of fire.
Yep. And so then, Angie's like, I was like, no, I'm staying. And Angie's like, no, I know games. I know the games. I can play them better. Mm-hmm. And Hoff's like, yeah, but I know how to shove a bitch, and shoves her over the line. Mm-hmm. Just pushes both of them. And then Angie goes to go back, but then it's just fucking mime wall.
Yep. Get up mime wall.
Yep.
So yeah, they leave. The dungeon master gives Hoff a hourglass, and Angie and the girl basically give him last minute advice, you can't trust anything. It won't be something obvious, etc., etc.
Yeah, Angie's like, you gotta find the Alt F4.
Yeah, I forgot that line.
Yeah, and then
she says that you gotta find the lever. That lever is Alt F4 because that's apparently the goal that the dungeon master set out for him.
Well, yeah, he says that they go. There has to be a way out. You can't call it a game if there's not a way to win.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, find the lever. Find lever, freeze the game. And earlier, they had, when they were talking about, no way, you just play until you die. Angie had mentioned you quit by Alt F4. And so then, now she's like, yeah, find the lever. The lever is Alt F4.
Which is just such a dumb line.
It is. It's the worst. So Hoff goes back, and he's like, well, obviously I gotta go to the second door.
Oh yeah, also the hourglass is a timer.
Yeah, that's how long he has left
to find the lever.
Yeah. So goes back to the second.
He goes back to the 3 doors.
Yeah. Goes in the second one. This is great because then this Mongolian dude pops out. Mm-hmm. And then this is where Hoff realizes that computer Mongols have T-Rex vision.
Yeah, that was so hilarious.
That was beautiful.
Yeah. He attacks so he only attacks movement and not well, really. Hoff does fake outs with the hourglass, and he just misses the hourglass.
Yeah, he has the accuracy of the archer, the deadliest of the assassins.
Obviously, he's the 3rd deadliest of the assassins or something. But yeah, because he's a computer program, he only attacks vision because again these people don't know what games are.
And what's great is the way Hoff realizes it is he pops out, swings at Hoff, misses, hits the wall next to Hoff. Hoff freezes and shits his pants and realizes that the guy's not trying to murder him.
Yeah, he just sort of hissing.
Yeah, it's true too. He always sounds like he's got an air leak. Mm-hmm. So Hoff does the two hourglass
fake outs. Yeah.
Fake outs. I almost said shakeouts, and then I just thought of him using a shake weight.
Which you shouldn't do with the hourglass. That's your your time limit lifeline thing.
No. So and then he slowly, ostensibly, I'm saying without moving, takes off his jacket.
Yeah, except he's totally moving. So
he's totally moving.
So he should get
a hook sword in his neck right now.
Yeah. But that's not what happens.
No. So he takes off like his. It's not even a jacket. It's like a denim shirt that he's wearing over.
It's a thing.
Yeah, he like takes it off, and then Matador capes with it, and then the Mongol like charges through the cape like ah.
Yep, because computer program dumb.
Yeah, and then he just takes it, balls it up, and throws it down the hallway, and the guy just chases down the hallway, and that's the end of that challenge.
But then goes back to the door, and there's another dude there.
Yeah. Well, he gets a reward, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. He does get a reward first.
Hoff learns Fireball.
Yeah.
And by learns Fireball, I mean just holds a ball of shitty fire special effects.
He holds a baseball that's on fire, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. The world's most dangerous game of softball.
He's like, now I understand. It was baseball the whole time.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just say it?
No, it's not baseball. It's when you soak a softball in kerosene and play Fireball.
Yeah. But yeah, there's another dude there.
Yeah.
At the door.
This dude is harder to explain.
He's like I explained him as in my head as low rent Voldo.
Somehow he seems like he's racially problematic, but you don't know what race it could possibly be.
Yeah.
There's something wrong about him, but you can't put your finger on it.
Well, I mean, he's wearing a mask and everything, so that makes the identification pretty difficult. But also, there's like nothing about him that ties him to any particular ethnic group. I think, like maybe his clothes have some sort of thing, but I can't think of it. And maybe his weird claw weapons have some sort of thing, but I don't know.
Yeah, but it's just one of those things where you look at it, you're like, this seems like somebody's being racist, but I'm not sure how.
It does have a bit of that feeling. You're like, is that? And then, is that? And then you don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, Huff throws a ball of fire at him and it works. It's super effective.
Yeah. It works. He hasn't tried a few times, but yeah.
He does do like a triple shakeout move before he throws the fireball directly at his chest.
Yeah.
He's like,
well,
and
he throws the fireball a couple of times, and he's like, "Oh, this one has learned about movement."
Yeah.
And then he does a fake out and throws it in his chest, and then sparks.
Yeah, and then he's dead. And so then he's like tugging on all the sconces. He's like, "There's gotta be one of these is the fucking lever."
Yeah, he's like, "One of these is a lever. It's just a hidden lever, and I just gotta pull it."
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
And so then,
and also everything's getting dark too.
Yeah, and the hourglass is running out. And then he just goes back to the pedestal. And he just like shoves the hourglass in the pedestal.
Yeah, he sees
it's the silver monkey.
Yeah, he sees that like there's an indentation that matches the bottom of the hourglass.
Yeah.
So shoves that in there.
Yeah, and they just like pop out into the alley. Mm-hmm. Angie's there. The sister's there. The dad pops out in his weird Tron costume.
Yep.
His weird Tron motocross costume.
Mm-hmm. Tronocross.
Yeah.
Mototron.
Yeah. A little hint of Bad Blade's costume in there.
Yeah.
It's all in there.
It's all in
there. And that's the end. Do.
Yeah.
They don't even have time for a bullshit ending.
Yeah, they just it's like they're happy.
No,
the girl goes up and hugs her. The girls go up and hug their dad. That's about it.
They go back in. They go back inside. They're like, we gotta shut this place down. And then it's all fucking gone.
And it's all mysteriously disappeared.
Yeah. The Zodiac, he's gone.
Not the Zodiac. It's my favorite character of the games.
Yeah. Of all games.
Was it Ted Cruz's dad?
Yes, it was Ted Cruz's dad the whole time.
Mm-hmm. It was me.
It was me all along.
Yeah, and that's the end of the episode. This episode just had to. It was like it knew it didn't have time to fuck around.
It that is true. It definitely. There's no fucking around in this episode, as we've said multiple times already. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah. And
even more than the Viking episode.
The Viking episode, nothing happens, but it happens so fast.
And this thing, a lot of things happen. And it happens very quickly, and none of it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's all just nonsense. It's all just stream of consciousness bullshit.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. It's great and it's terrible. I don't know this.
No, this one is hard. This one is hard for me to judge in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Like physically, spiritually.
In some ways, this is like. This almost feels like this is like. This is the image in which all other Baywatch Nights episodes is created based off of.
Yeah.
Like.
Right.
Like, this is the prototype.
The prototype made how far in? How many more
This is
episodes
like,
you got?
there's not that many left. There's like 7. But this is like... This is
more like the culmination of what should have achieved.
Well, yeah, I think that's probably more accurate. As mentioned before, they've just discovered that they can do certain special effects, and they just shove them into this episode.
But it's like an allegory of the cave situation. Like, this is the episode in the cave, and all the other episodes are the shadows on the wall.
So here's what I think, just off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I think it is. This is one of our sliding scale episodes, but it is simultaneously the worst and the best.
So it's somewhere between 1 and 99, 1 and 9.
Yeah.
2 and 9.
No. This is no. It's a plus minus thing. So it's somewhere in that range.
So yeah.
So, but where do we start it?
So you're saying 4 plus minus like 3,
At least something.
or
along
5
those
plus
lines.
minus 4.
Mm-hmm. Because it's so fucking dumb. It's like it's one of the dumbest episodes that they've ever had.
It's true. But it's got so many great parts to
But it's so
because they make no sense. The weird hissing Mongol who
Yeah.
only sees vision. The Dark Soul trolling goblin.
yeah. Like all the information just being wrong.
Yeah. And she keeps saying stuff that makes no sense and she's always right.
She's simultaneously right and wrong all the time in this episode. Too.
I know.
It's like
Maybe she's the monster all along.
It's like as I said, she's reading from the wrong monster manual, but somehow it's like all the same anyway. It just doesn't matter. It all lines up somehow.
You know what it's like? It's like Kelly's being a player in a Kelly campaign.
No, that's not bad. That does feel a little bit close. So what's our highest episode now? Is it the Species episode?
No, it's a Vampire Whisperer.
Vampire. Damn, that's.
It was 9.11 because we should never forget how great that episode is.
It is an ideal
That's the
Baywatch Nights episode.
That's the problem. There's weird clumps in the second season where there's 3 episodes that stand head and shoulders above everything else. There's a big clump of episodes between 3 and 5.4. There's 3 episodes that are sitting up at 8, 8.69, and 9.11.
Jeez.
And then there's just one at 6.25 hanging out.
So what's the worst one?
That's the first episode, Terror of the Deep.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
It's a real bad episode.
Pretty bad. It's just boring.
Yeah.
And to be fair, we were also swinging really hard this time around because we didn't want a previous season where it was just everything clumped between 3 and 6.
We're also swinging because it's season 2, and that's just how season 2 is.
Season 2 is real swingy.
It's just all over the place because we're no longer hoping for anything to be like coherent. we're only hoping. It's just me rooting for vampires. And just hoping
You already got the vampire.
yeah, exactly. And hoping for things to be as weird as possible.
We still haven't got a Wolfman.
We still haven't got a Wolfman. That is my next hope. Now that I've gotten my vampire episode, I now hope for Wolfman, and even better, Wolfman versus vampire. But it's hard to judge this episode because it is one of the stupidest episodes.
Yeah.
It's like it's dumber in a lot of ways than Terror of the Deep. But like the dumbest thing in Terror of the Deep is this bullshit made up monster man. The what is it?
He's definitely problematic.
The one that's not even that's definitely has a racist component to it.
Yeah.
Not unlike the mysterious not Voldo.
And also the hilarity of like mixing up Guinea and Papua New Guinea.
What did I call it? The Yeti of the Amazon or whatever. Something like that. So yeah, there's definitely stuff that's dumber in there because they just made up that one thing in that one. They made up so much shit in this one, and just off the basis that people don't know what a CD-ROM is. Have you played Monopoly? You better not have.
Roll to move on this menu screen, you asshole.
With a D20. Roll to move with a D20 sounds like just the worst idea ever.
Roll to move with a D20, and there's only like 10 spaces also. Again, I need to emphasize, there definitely was not 20 spaces they could have moved.
Also, get that out of my system. Also, roll to move on a menu system.
Yeah.
What if you roll 2? You just don't get a choice.
Yeah. No.
Fuck you. I almost feel like we should almost split this into 2 episodes.
So Night Dragon 1 the good and Night Dragon 1 the ugly.
like Knights of Dragon 1 rated high and Das Spiel rated low. Like, because it's, oh man, it's.
Well, I mean, there's also the game, as it were, being just like vaguely supernatural. Also, like it just moves from town to town, seemingly of its own volition.
Yeah. Like there's no hardware component to this game, even though it ostensibly is a computer thing.
Yeah, you just walk on some tiles.
That was one of the things too. Is like the dead guy. He just had a bunch of cash and like round trip tickets. He had tickets like to. I believe it was it was round trip tickets from like Tokyo, like, and it was like dated like the day like a day apart, basically. I want to say there's a weird third leg in there too, or some shit. Where it was like Tokyo.
Well, it was also something like this guy was like a mover and a shaker to some extent.
Yeah.
There was something like that established that he was like a bored rich guy who does like extreme sports for an adrenaline rush, basically.
Yeah. And he just had a pocket full of cash and the 3 plane tickets. I remember there were 3, and it included going back to Tokyo, but there was some weird.
Oh, that's right. I think there wasn't like another.
And an invitation to this thing.
Yeah. So,
yeah. Like, not, it's just, all of it was just gobbledygook.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it was fun to watch the entire time. There was not a dull moment in it.
Yeah, it was fun to watch, and it's the hilariously stupid shit that you want out of Baywatch at this point.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's somehow it's the pin in the full circle of the rating. It's on both ends.
It is both the Mott and the Bailey. So it's this one is hard. This one is legitimately hard to judge.
Yeah.
It's getting to a point where, like our original rating thing just doesn't make sense. Not because we were wrong, just because it turned into an entirely different ratings thing midway through. like again, we were trying to think like how coherent is this episode? Is like, does it make sense? Is it not just fucking dumb and boring?
Well, the boring thing was always more. The entertainment boring scale was always more important than the make sense nonsense scale.
It's true, but they're related.
Because, like, I will say that I discovered that our favorite episode from season 1 was stitched together from a much shorter pilot and a completely unrelated story.
No, makes sense. That makes sense. I think I also remember seeing something like that. But yeah. Because the first part has nothing to do with anything later, really.
Like, it's like, all of these are rated on the numbers, and we should rate this one as orange.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm getting at. This one should be rated up instead of a number.
Yeah.
Or just, a symbol, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It's the Prince symbol.
God damn it.
I was going to go with maybe Omega.
Omega, sure.
Sure.
I think the Prince symbol personally, but sure.
I'm gonna
Combine the two.
It's just gonna say Prince Omega.
Omega Prince? No, I like that.
I'm just gonna write the words because I don't know how to input the thing on my phone. I'll do it on the computer later.
You'll have to draw the symbol later. It's a Prince symbol with a fucking horseshoe.
But it's like, yeah, this exists in its own place. It's not gonna be a thing. There's no comparing to it.
I mean, as far as we know, for all we know, the rest of the season could be like this.
Well, we have a whole Greek alphabet.
It's true.
And band symbols we can pull from.
Oh, jeez! I just realized, as if our stupid ass radius wasn't convoluted enough.
Yeah.
We need to have another different axis entirely up on it.
Yeah, just
When it's supposed to be a sliding scale.
Just wait until we have to rate
You thought
something.
this was fine, You were looking at season 1 going, yeah, plus minus 69, ha ha ha. Yeah, but now it's oh yeah, look, we're going into colors, bitch.
We've gone plaid.
Yeah. Wait till we have to read something the winger symbol knew. Yeah, this one. Like, again, it's an episode where T gets name dropped, but not in.
Yeah, which is usually a good sign.
Yeah, generally. The Hoff doesn't even think to call Griff over here to do anything with this bullshit. Yeah, which is somewhat surprising.
It's surprising and also nice, and that it's just like, and Griff's here.
Yeah.
Not that I have anything against Griff. It just come on.
He's a photographer. What are you doing, man?
And it all culminates into Capitoto.
Yeah, it's such a weird episode.
I think the last episode of this raid is just going to be like Zeta emoji or something. The poop emoji.
Well, you're gonna have to roll to move down the flowchart to see where the next episode ends up.
Mm-hmm. Our rating system better not become like a flowchart. That would be the actual worst.
I'm sorry, this was episode 13.
You know what we said?
I said 14 earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, God. Some of these names, man. Some of these names. I just want to tell you. I just want to go down this list of this. These are the names of the episode on my screen. They're not the ones that are coming up next. It starts with the symbol of death. then the eighth seal, then hot winds, and then the vortex.
Yeah. I've definitely seen those on the TikTok.
Yeah. No, next one is Ascension.
The eighth seal is the one that I always notice.
God. That's such a generic.
It is.
No.
So what do you think it's going to be?
I mean, as I stated before, I'm hoping werewolves, but I doubt it's werewolves. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be shockingly another Tron episode.
Marty?
You can't go anywhere with this.
What say you?
What?
Get the D20.
Fuck. Hoff has repeated nightmares of failing one of his college classes.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Hoff has repeated nightmares has repeated nightmarish diarrhea. Actually, just all the time, just one after the other,
So,
until he ascends into another level.
so this one is strangely enough, this one might be the episode that predicts Saw. This is Hoff, Angie, and Teague are faced with torture devices that are controlled electronically by a woman. Would you like to play a game?
Okay.
It would be very funny if it was just another Tron. Just fucking.
It did so well.
I mean, this episode combines so many ideas and none of them make sense. Let's just take some of those ones and reuse them.
Well, I think the thing they figured out is that they can just in this episode anyway, is that they could just be like, yeah, VR, we can do anything we want now. We just throw whatever shit at the wall and doesn't have to matter.
VR is a buzzword. We didn't actually, we read an article in Omni and
Well,
day.
not even that it's a buzzword, Marty. It's just it's basically like the low rent version of like a holodeck situation where they could just make a set and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the set is. It doesn't matter who's on it.
You know what's shocking is this episode did not once use the phrase cyberspace.
No, you're right. I really should have expected that. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about it at the time.
Yeah.
I was too busy wondering like where that ninja come from.
And why that Mongol was hissing.
Yeah, there were so many other questions on my mind.
Where'd that weird goblin back?
Where'd that goblin get to? What's that goblin doing?
Yeah. What happens when the Mongol catches the shirt? Does he just stare at it?
Presumably.
I mean, I can't stress enough how weird those two parts were.
Well, and why was the old lady the dungeon master and also a skeleton?
Because the gold mail.
and yeah, and what happened to the archer? What happened to that guy? Did the lady with the modern crossbow kill the archer? And now she's the best assassin.
Maybe.
Because she had a modern crossbow.
Yeah. Well, also, why was the guy who was shot with the crossbow bolt in the previous level? Like, how did he get there?
Mm-hmm. Well, also there was another thing I noticed that I forgot that I didn't mention because it's not important. But what is it? Then again, as I mentioned before, the crossbow has a brand name on it. Whatever. I think it was like Bartlett or whatever. But also they take the crossbow after they beat the archer, and then it doesn't have the brand name on it. I thought that was weird, and also they use the crossbow like once. I think
Hoff shoots at the dungeon master, and he just catches the bolt. And
that
it's
was
like, fuck you.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, he just goes there. I'm from Ghost.
Yeah. I was in Mantis, bitch.
All you have to do is concentrate really hard. Then you can grab the bolt.
We should have just We should have just constantly quoted different things that he was in.
I mean, if I can't remember. It's impossible to do.
He's been in everything. That's the problem. He has like 180 credits on IMDb or some shit.
You know,
He was in Death to Smoochie.
I feel certain that he was on an episode of TNG.
Oh, he's got to have been. There's no way he wasn't.
Well, no, I feel like I remember him in some weird alien makeup. But yeah, no, yeah. Again, he's been in so much.
Yeah. Like he's just one of those dudes who just shows up everywhere.
Again, he's Hollywood's sleep paralysis demon. When Hollywood sleeps, he appears.
Let's see. I mean, he was just in so much stuff. He was in The People vs. Larry Flint. He was in Independence Day.
See, none of this means anything because you can say anything and it doesn't matter.
He's in an episode of The X-Files as Lanny.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah, of course he was.
He was in a music video for ZZ Top as a vampire.
Of course he was. Of course he was. He got up. He took out his Dungeon Match episode and walked onto the set of ZZ Top's music video and put on vampire.
He was in Parker Lewis Can't Lose as Guy Zapolian. He's in an episode of Miami Vice.
He was in Shrek 2.
He was in Dorf and the First Games of Mount Olympus.
Yeah, no, that I definitely.
He was the peddler in TNG.
I see. Yeah. Oh, I think he was the guy who was the automated weapon seller guy.
He was also
from what is it episode was I want to say it was He Who Has Most Toys, but that's not it. It was
the Good Ship Lollipop.
Yeah, it was the Arsenal of Peace.
Yeah.
Name of that episode.
I serve upon the lollipop. It's a good ship.
Yes, he's from that episode.
He was in an episode of Night Court.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can definitely see that.
See, there's ones that I definitely believe in. Ones that I'm just like, sure, yeah, I do.
He was in Remington Steel and Moonlighting.
You could
and Cagney and Lacey.
You could tell me he was in Wakanda Forever, and I believe it.
He died in 2005.
I know.
They digitally recreated an episode. You can be in Wakanda Forever.
It's like you can just like take any stretch of like 4 credits and they sound ridiculous next to each other. It's like The Magical World of Disney is Lazarus. Matlock. Dorf on Golf. Time Out.
It's basically a mirror left is what that is.
What's a harrower?
I know, but as it is, it's basically a mirror left.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, Erie, Indiana. I forgot that show existed. Jesus. He was in that though. That
definitely makes sense.
Right after he was in an episode of Parker Lewis Can't Lose and an episode of Tales from the Crypt.
Episode Teen Wolf, I don't know.
Teen Wolf makes sense.
No, I believe it.
He's in 3 Ninjas Knuckle Up.
Of course he was in 3 Ninjas.
Like, yeah. It's just like he's in Independence Day.
Mm-hmm.
He was actually one of the kids in 3 Ninjas.
Their stunt double.
Little 4-year-old goes, ha! And does a cartwheel and just turns into this 50-year-old man.
He played Bullet Bob in a video game of Blade Runner in 1997.
Sure.
That was right before he played Dr. Kaufman in Tomorrow Never Dies. And right after he played Scientist in Perversions of Science.
I'm just wondering, does he just have like the world's best agent or something? He just never been out of work.
Yeah, he just had that face. He's a guy who's like, I want that face in a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have to say anything? No.
He didn't have to do anything. He's eating macaroni.
You've run the gambit when it's between Three Ninjas, Tales from the Crypt, and Perversions of Science.
I mean, it's like it starts with a lot of stuff that's like, all right, and then he starts hitting the like TV show circuit, where it's like he gets a stretch where it's like Starsky and Hutch, Charlie's Angels, Rescue from Gilligan's Island, WKRP in Cincinnati, The Butch and Sundance: The Early Days, Heart to Heart,
Step by Step.
The Gong Show.
The Gong Show. That makes sense.
Choo Choo and the Philly Flash. I don't even know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
There is a really fun clip on there of
He was in 3 episodes of Taxi.
of something in the Knights of the Oingo Boingo on the Gong Show, and it literally has Danny Elfman in a rocket costume running around the stage.
Okay.
He's in 2 episodes of Benson.
Started in 5 episodes of Kamen Rider.
That'd be great.
Again, I said, there's nothing you can say that I will not believe on some level.
There are so many things we could have pulled from instead of just Ghost the entire time. He's in Batman Returns.
Well, yeah, that's definitely.
And also Batman the Animated Series as 2 separate characters.
Also makes sense. He was he's in what was it? Black Swan.
He's in an episode of Melrose Place.
That makes sense. Again, that's one I genuinely believe, and I just go, yeah, sure.
He played a jailer in Beautician and the Beast. Which is what Fran Drescher did after The Nanny.
He was in the.
You're telling me that he really is Fran Drescher.
He was in the animated series of.
If you say, "Hey Arnold," you are correct.
Okay. I was gonna say like the animated one, the animated series of How to Train Your Dragon or something, or that one Atlantis movie maybe.
You mean Atlantis?
I think it was just Atlantis. I don't remember its actual name. Powerpuff Girls, sure, why not? Yeah, no.
He's in 2 episodes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
That I definitely believe. Again, he just has that face.
Yeah. It's like he's been in everything and nothing you remember him from.
Anyway.